So today's episode, I know, weird angle, but today's episode is a very special episode because I am in Taipei. This is my last day, and I just wanted to show you what I am looking at. Check that out. Isn't that so pretty? Also, I'm not trying to be too loud because, again, this is a public space. And I don't want to be a nuisance to everybody. And I know what you're going to say. Hey, newsflash, you don't have to film in public. But I just also wanted to share this beautiful scenery with y'all right before I leave. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. So for this week's episode, I wanted to share a couple things that I've been reflecting on the past couple days with being here in Taipei. It's such a blessing to be able to come here. My family planned this trip, my mom planned this trip, and it was her way for us to finally, spend time all together as an immediate family. My mom, my dad, my brother, my sister. We haven't done a family trip in about 10 years, which is so crazy to me. So today's the last day. I finally have some time for myself other than the tours that we've been doing. It's crazy. Huge blessing. Beautiful places. But I'm finally having this time to sit down and share with you guys a couple of the things that I have been really reflecting on when it comes to, vulnerability, trusting God, where I'm at in my relationship with Him, but also the key differences between yielding and surrendering. So again, this isn't going to be a very long episode, but I just wanted to share some few thoughts about the differences. And I was thinking about this because in the Christian circle and in the journey of faith, what I'm finding is that there's a difference between surrender and yielding. Surrender is like when you finally drop down the weight of fighting. It often means, as I'm reflecting on it, it often means, letting go of the ego, giving up of the ego, while yielding, on the other hand, is surrendering daily to divine will. What I mean by surrender is you make way. So I've been really thinking about what it means to surrender to God versus what it means to actually yield to Him. And when you look at it, when you're driving and you yield to a person, you give that person or whatever vehicle is in front of you the right of way. What I'm finding with myself is I am invited to yield to the Lord, to give Him the right of way. And I did some research on it, okay? And I found out through my research, these are the descriptions that I found online. It says, surrender is usually an event. It's when you finally drop your weapons and stop fighting reality. Whereas yielding is an ongoing posture. Think about a yield sign where you don't park the car and give up entirely, you just give the right of way to someone else. And I couldn't think of a better posture to describe what I think I'm being ushered into in this next chapter of my life. And so when I think of yielding, it's giving God the right of way in your life instead of bracing for impact. And as a person who is working through anxiety, and what I'm learning is, the anxiety that I'm experiencing is really the behavior and the defense mechanisms I have built over the years that my body has just brought to the surface and saying, okay, something's wrong. I need to come into alignment with who I am, mind, body, spirit. So these past couple days, spending time with my family, learning to be present in the moment, learning to let go of circumstances of people I cannot control over, especially when it comes to their decisions or their choices and where they didn't choose you or they didn't choose me. or I didn't get the job, or I didn't get the scholarship, I didn't get the opportunity, instead of fighting that reality that's happening around me, I simply surrender. And in the moment of surrendering what's happening around me, I'm being invited to yield. And so to wrap this up, there's this quote that I saw, and I just thought it was so beautiful with summarizing the differences between yielding and surrendering, is that surrender is saying, I can't control this, while yielding is saying, I trust you, God, to guide this. And I cannot think of a better explanation when it comes to my own life. I trust you, God. I don't know what my life is going to look like the next couple months. I don't know what my life is going to look like in the next couple weeks even. But when it comes to the major decisions of my life and how I've been trying and it just hasn't been working out, I finally dropped the weight of fighting the reality that things aren't working out for me. And I'm yielding to this new faith of trusting the one who says he'll guide me. So yeah, I hope that will make sense to you guys. Again, this isn't the most ideal situation, but I just couldn't help but share this moment with y'all as someone who's navigating through vulnerability and being honest with herself, with the Lord, with her own life, and finally walking in authenticity without being guilty about it. So yeah, sorry if it's shaking. I didn't bring my tripod. I've just been holding the camera. But yeah, I hope that all makes sense, and that this quiet moment of serenity that I'm sharing with you all gives you an insight to possibly maybe reassessing where you've put your faith and your trust in when it comes to surrendering to God and finally yielding to Him. Like, whatever it is you're holding on to, you surrender. And when you finally drop that weight down, you yield to the Father to guide you through it. So yeah, I hope that this is a joy and a blessing, just this little insight of a conversation we're having right now. And again, I'm going to show you the view that I'm seeing, and I just want to share this with you. Look at that. Very short episode, so yeah, I will see you all next time.